Hello, friends. We have all just heard the verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial following the killing of George Floyd last May. Chauvin, a former officer on the Minneapolis police force, was convicted on all counts: third-degree murder, second-degree murder, and manslaughter. For 11 months, the people of this country have been waiting for the verdict in this pivotal trial following the tragic, cold-blooded killing of George Floyd. All of us have seen video that was a terrible wake-up call for all Americans. The systemic racism that Black Americans and other people of color have experienced for generations. It is stunning to consider that there was even a doubt about the verdict. For decades, the Black community has been promised meaningful police reform, and little has changed. The question we are left with is, now what? What meaningful steps can our country take to respond to the systemic racism that so many of us have denied or turned away from for so long? As Jews, one of our guiding moral principles comes to us from the Torah. Lo tuchal l'hit'alem. You shall not remain indifferent. In this case, to social justice. In the book of Genesis, when Cain says to God, "Am I my brother's keeper?" the response from God is, "What have you done? Your brother's blood calls out to me from the ground." It is made crystal clear to Cain that yes, we are responsible for each other. We must not remain indifferent to the situation of others, not hide from their pain, nor avoid seeing their distress. Police departments all over the country are crying out for help. Better social service and mental health support for many of the complex and multi-nuanced situations they are put in and are ill-equipped to respond to. We need major reforms of police unions that have made it difficult, if not impossible, to hold the bad actors on police forces accountable for their behavior. Changes have to be made. The status quo is no longer tolerable. Today's verdict will only be meaningful if there is substantive follow-up. We need to clearly acknowledge that our justice system does not work for so many in this country, which means that it doesn't work. After the verdict, Vice President Harris and President Biden spoke about the legacy of this trial, of this moment of shame in the murder of George Floyd that has stretched the fabric of our society to a dangerous place of jeopardy. May action follow that turns this moment into a true moment of tshuva for our nation, a fundamental course correction to restore racial equality and social justice as foundational pieces of our culture and society. Keni Hiratzon, so may it be. Amen. Stay safe and be well. Take care. Shalom uvracha. Peace and blessings.